All right, it's 7 o'clock. I'll open the public hearing for the Hanson Zoning Board of Appeals today, October 19th, 2021 at 7 p.m. Meeting room A on the second floor of the Hanson Town Hall. I'm going to just take things out of order real quick just to get one item that's a little urgent, just to get that addressed. It's going to be to review, consider, and vote on a response to open meeting law complaint against the Board of Appeals dated September 20th, 2021, filed by Christine Cohen on file with Town Clerk. Did all the board members get a chance to review that?
Yep.
All the board members are good with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll entertain a motion to accept the response prepared for us by Town Council as our official response.
So moved.
Okay, moved.
Second.
We have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. And Josh, do you support that as well?
I do.
Okay. All right, so we'll jump back to our 7 p.m. hearing. Case number 21 OC 16, 1000 Main Street for a special permit for the chocolate shop. And I'll read that hearing notice into the record. Hanson Board of Appeals will hold a public hearing on October 19th, 2021 at 7 p.m. at Hanson Town Hall under Mass General Law, Chapter 40A on the application of Pamela, how do you pronounce the last name? Cornelius, for a special permit under Town of Hanson zoning bylaws, Section 6HB and Section 8D to allow for a wholesale retail chocolate shop, DBA The Chocolate Shop, with related signage at 1012 Main Street, map 42, lot 56, Hanson Assessors Map. Property is in the Business Flexible Overlay Zone. So I have two letters here. I have one from the Building Inspector, Zoning Enforcement Officer, Carrie Glass. Dear Honorable Zoning Board of Appeals, I have seen and reviewed the application. This office has no objections regarding this proposal. However, permits required must be issued prior to the start of any construction in accordance with 780 CMR 105. I have another letter from the Deputy Chief from Hanson Fire, Robert O'Brien. Dear Mr. Chairman, in regards to the application submitted for 1012 Main Street, some of these areas of concern include the following. 1. The building owner has not supplied the fire department with an up-to-date sprinkler system or fire alarm test. This shall be done annually. 2. Tenant will need to supply a Knox box key for emergency entry to the unit. 3. Tenant needs to have unit inspected prior to opening for business. We look forward to working with the tenant on this project. If the owner/tenant has any questions or concerns, they can contact myself or Chief Thompson. Sincerely, Robert O'Brien. Okay. If you'd like, just give us a quick overview of your business, what you plan on doing, how many employees you plan to have, that kind of stuff, parking.
Hi, thank you. Thanks for having me.
If you could just state your name too for the record.
Pamela Cornelius.
Thank you.
I have a wholesale license to make chocolate and built a little kitchen at 1000 Main Street. We'd like to continue, making it there with wholesale. But we were speaking earlier, the retail is so good. So I'm looking into retail and hopefully maybe hiring a couple of people. Looking into the social, having some of the kids from the culinary department come in. They have an every other week co-op. That's great. But that's probably not Christmas. I'm thinking maybe Valentine's Day. Be alone. Christmas, pretty much. Build in wholesale now.
Okay, so you're looking possibly just kind of like freelance part-time employees is.
Well, we're now or.
Well, just you had mentioned doing having some co-op students helping. Is that what you?
Yeah, they would be full time. They'd be like 36 hours a week. They do like every other week. So I think they have to guarantee not sure of the salary, but they to do the co-op program, it's a certain amount of hours. That's kind of the best option, I think.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I'm all trained.
So at like any point in time, what's the most amount of employees you think you'd have? Like
Probably two.
Probably two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe next year I see myself with 2.
Have they dedicated certain parking area for you, for your business there?
There's 2 or 3 out front, and there's 2 handicap right out front of the door.
Mhm.
And then the side, I know he uses, I think he does electronics in cars. But there's like 4 or 5 that are always open on the side. I'm kind of looking out.
Okay. So there's some dedicated parking there for
Yeah.
for you. I didn't know if like your lease, if it actually gave you a certain amount of parking spaces or something
No.
dedicated. No.
No.
Okay. All right. What do you think your hours of operation will be in days a week?
For retail, I'd probably do maybe Wednesday through Sunday. Stay closed Monday, Tuesday. I'll start off on the weekends, maybe retail. I'd like to stay wholesale.
Yeah.
Like to build enough clients that I don't have to go retail, but again, it's right on the road and there's a big door, so why don't I just, if I can, throw the door open.
Wholesale, what would your hours be if you do wholesale? And how many days?
Usually in there, like maybe 6 or 7 to maybe 3 or 4.
6 a.m. to 3, say to 4 p.m. And how many
Early
days?
mornings. How many days right now? 4 or 5, yeah. Last week.
So like what would it be like? Monday, just what days like?
I think
For the wholesale, I don't know. Pretty much when I have an order, it's tough.
I think to be safe, you might want to, for the retail and the wholesale, maybe want to just
Combine
include
that.
Mondays and Tuesdays, just
Yeah.
7 days a week.
Can you just say 7 days a week?
I think that would be safe to
Yeah,
do that,
okay.
as long as it's not, you're not going to be open till midnight, right?
No. Well, the last kitchen I was at, I had to get the midnight hours because there was no room. So I did work overnights, and it's nice to not.
Yeah,
Okay, so you got those hours, Virginia.
yeah, 7 days a week.
So it's 7 days a week, and
6 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Yeah, I would say it's not going to be nights.
No, but I mean, if
Nights
you
are
want to
roads
extend
again.
those hours, you can do it now. Is what I'm saying. Like you can do 6 to
I don't know.
6
If I
to
may,
6,
if I could just-
whatever.
Sean,
Yeah,
I'm just thinking, if
but-
you're thinking of going retail, I think the question would be, would you possibly think about on those days maybe being open
Oh,
till
after
5 or
4
6?
o'clock. Right. Yeah, I think of retail. Probably wouldn't be open any later than like 6 or 7.
I was going to say, but if you, to be safe, I would maybe go with 7 to 7 or 6 to 7.
Yeah, 7 to 7's good.
Just in the
No,
event
I
that
really-
in the event that retail does kind of take off for you, that
Right.
people are getting out of work at 5, and
Yeah, you
you
don't
might have a
close
couple
too soon.
hours after that on the
Now, what about like holiday extended hours and stuff like that? For them to stay open later? Do I have to tell? Do I have to notify someone?
for like seasonal. is
Like
what
if
you're
it was
saying?
like Valentine's Day or something?
Valentine's
yeah.
Day, I'd probably want to stay open a little later because
Is that something where she'd like notify, hey, I
I
want
think we can allow additional hours during
Seasonal hours.
seasonal hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we could include that. Yeah. So normal operating
time
hours.
you don't want me to stay open until like 9 or...
Well, I think normal hours, like you said, from 7 to 7, 6 to 7 would be sufficient. But I don't think there would be an issue if you during the holidays if you were open a little later.
Okay, good.
Does the rest of the board feel comfortable with that? With
Yeah.
holiday hours being a little extended.
Yes. And it's normal.
All right. Any board members have any other questions or concerns for the applicant?
Mr. Chairman, I just want to be clear, 1000 Main Street, is that, what building is that? That's
1012.
1012, what
It's
is
the
that?
old
Popcorn Gourmet.
popcorn gourmet
Oh,
building.
okay.
Okay.
So this will be the unit looking at the building on the right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
the right side.
Okay. I have no issues.
Okay, and any remodel or any work like that you're going to be doing on the interior, you do understand you do need to get building permits from the building department. Anything else that you are going to do, interior, sign permits, stuff like that?
Okay.
Okay, so you can communicate with them on that. Sean, any questions? Josh? Okay. I'll entertain a motion to approve the special permit for the chocolate shop at 1012 Main Street.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, so move second. All in favor to approve?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Josh, you in support of that as well?
I am.
Okay. All right.
You're all set.
All set.
Thank
Congratulations.
you. Thanks so much.
Good luck with everything.
Thank you. Stop by.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna give that back to you, Virginia.
Okay.
And that we're good with.
Yep.
All right. All right, 7:10.
All right, let's get to what's next, 7:10? All right.
All right, so 7:10, we have hearing for Michael Curtin. It's a Section 13 appeal for 0 Monpont Street. This hearing was continued from August 19th, 2021. The original hearing date was June 22nd. I'll read the original hearing notice into the record. The Hanson Board of Appeals will hold a public hearing on June 22nd, 2021 at 8 p.m. at the Hanson Town Hall on the application of Michael Curtin, represented by Jason M. Rollins, Esquire, for an appeal under Section 13, Mass General Law, Chapter 40A, to reverse the revocation of building permit number R-21-0081 issued by the Building Commissioner for 0 Monpont Street, Map 7, Lot 1634, Hanson Assessors Map. Is there any new information here, Virginia?
No.
Anything new? Mr. Curtin?
Good morning, good afternoon, board members. The engineer is supposed to be here as of, he's not here yet, but it was
Okay.
supposed to be here.
We can give him a
few minutes.
couple minutes. It's we don't have the next hearing scheduled till 7:30, so we can give you a couple minutes. I don't know if you want to step outside, maybe make a phone call and make sure that
You know,
your engineer, your counsel's on
make
its
sure
way.
it's, yeah. It was supposed to be here.
I don't believe. So just to recap on this one, we had originally, this application originally came in for, I believe, variances. It was withdrawn without prejudice, correct? This property?
Correct.
And then it was issued a building permit by the building department, which was then revoked. And now it's in front of us looking for us to overturn the revocation. I believe Brian Winter had sat in on this initial hearing.
Yes.
And it had given us some feedback on it that it would not be a protected grandfathered lot if it's in a district, a use district that does not allow single family dwelling. And it's there was some clarification we got, I believe, on what district it was in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's in the business district, which is not single family or two family is not an allowed use in the business district.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So that was the feedback we had gotten, the information we had gotten from Brian. Since then, it's been continued. Looks like 3 times since then.
Mr. Chairman, I would also add that he had brought in.
Here's his engineer, Mr.
Okay.
What?
Mr. Curtin's engineer just came. I just
Oh,
saw him walking.
I would say that I would also add that
Come on in, Ezra. Mr. Curtin's looking for you.
Yeah, oh,
We've already opened the hearing on this.
okay.
So we opened it at 7:10. It's 7:15. If you'd like to present it still, we
Yes.
told him we'd give him a few minutes before we.
Yes. Thank you. Oh, that's him calling me. Mike, I'm in the meeting room. Yeah. Yeah, I
right from Central Street in East Bridgewater, stuck behind a guy that was driving slower than my grandpa. And I've never used so much expletive in my life, believe me. And as luck will have it, I was stuck behind them up until High Street.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Always the way,
but anyway,
yeah.
thank you for your patience.
Not a problem, sir. They pay us well, so we don't mind waiting.
No. That's kind of nice.
All right, so we were just kind of doing a quick recap on this
Yes, sir.
application.
Yes, sir.
This property had been originally applied for a variance a while back. It was withdrawn without prejudice.
Yeah.
It was issued a building permit by the building inspector at the time, which was then revoked. It was applied for Section 13 appeal to us. We had gotten feedback and an opinion from town council at the initial meeting.
Yes.
The hearing's been continued a few times since then,
Yes.
giving the applicant an opportunity to obtain further information. And at this point, I guess we're looking to, render a decision one way or another. So I don't know if you have any further information to, assist the board with, making a decision tonight. But I feel the board, at this point, we really need to move on this tonight and render a decision.
I could not agree more, and I appreciate your patience. What's happened is part of the reason we requested the continuation was so that we could obtain records from the town clerk's office. And it took literally a month to get that. And then, of course, it was a punishing assignment because the mountain of paperwork that we received was literally, kidding not, at least a foot thick. To make a long story short, the only record that we found was that there was a house there back in the early 1900s. Okay, that's what the record was. But the map that we looked at, that we have submitted to you, that says it is residential, actually was more of a planning map. And based on the information that we got from the town clerk, there really isn't any map of your town or description of the districts that clearly says residential. But the historic use is residential. And, what I always tell people, if you have a right, exercise it when you can. And don't let it lapse. But looking at the records, what we have is more circumstantial, corroborating evidence, but not something that I can say because our legal counsel has a not conflict in terms of representation, but in terms of availability, had previous engagement. So what we are praying the board to find, if it sees fit, is to look at the fact that there was a use that was there. The town, not this board, but the town through its other agencies have treated the property as residential. Obviously, Mr. Creighton purchased the land at auction, which and I would acknowledge the fact that it's caveat emptor, buyer beware, But looking at all the relevant records, where there's no specific language, I tell you, I am an avid reader, and love to read regulations quite a bit. But so the only thing that I see, it's very, very vague, was back in 1963 that alluded to the history of the property being residential, but it's not something that I can sit here I will say that is clearly written out. You know how the zoning lines are described. I can tell you, it depends on who's interpreting the line. You know, based on the town's description that we got from the town clerk. It's like I said, I'm an avid reader, but I'm not an English major either. so it could, if I'm interpreting, I will interpret in my favor. If somebody else is interpreting, they'll interpret the other way. So,
Right. Okay.
so that's really.
Do any of the board members have any questions that may help them with a decision?
So, Mr. Chairman, I just want to back up. Originally, this was brought in front of us for variances and so on. And at that time, I had went down to land planning and done some due diligence for Mr. Curtin to see what district this was in, since they're the ones who designed the maps. I had them give me, I forgot what scale it was, but they gave me a blown up version. And based on their designing of the zoning districts, this was clearly in a business district at that time, and the zoning maps haven't changed since then. Now, when we allowed him to withdraw without prejudice after that, rather than making a decision on the permit last year, or whenever it was, during COVID, there was a building permit issued on the property following that. So now, obviously, this is back in front of us. I can say back then that I did go to land planning, and it was definitive that this was in a business district. As a board, we're not allowed to grant use variances. We don't have that discretion. It's clear, right? So I went to land planning. They double checked. They said it's in a business district. We don't have the latitude to allow a residence in a business district. At that time, my recommendation was to Mr. Curtin was see if he could get a zoning line change from the at town meeting. That time had passed. And then I would say, secondly, in regards to the house that was there in 1963, well, obviously, you lose your grandfather protection within 2 years if it's not exercised. And then, the last point is he did buy this at town auction, and the town makes no representations at those auctions. And it's clear, and and that's disclosed. So those are facts that I have and the information I can provide relevant to the application, the hearing in front of us. And nothing further.
Mr. Buckley, you have any questions, comments?
No, that was pretty thorough.
Okay. Mr. Friday?
Nope, nothing to add.
Okay. I guess I'll entertain a motion to approve and reverse the revocation building permit R210081 for 0 Mount Ponset Street. I'll entertain a motion for that. No? Okay. I'll entertain a motion to deny the application and uphold the revocation of the building permit.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. All in favor of denying the application and upholding the revocation of the building permit number R-21-0081 for 0 Mount Ponce Street?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Well, thank you.
You know related to Tom Crowley by any chance?
No.
No?
No.
So I'm very, don't see that name very common.
Yeah.
Yeah, he owns a body shop in Canton.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, have a good night.
You too.
You too.
So we have
and ask for the family discount.
we have like 5 minutes. The next hearing's not till 7:30. We
Yeah.
have like 5 minutes. I don't know if you guys want to look over.
I'm not sure he's gonna come.
That's okay. We can still have the hearing.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
Is this the hobby shop?
So this is the decision for 448 Indian Head Street. It was the in-law.
Yeah.
I don't know if I already looked it over. If you guys want to look it over,
Decision?
that's the last page of it.
That
That's
one,
just
that
the.
one was simple. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then,
Oh yeah, I did review this. What's located?
This is actually also an in-law approval from last meeting, or was it 2 meetings ago or last meeting?
I think that
It was for 908 High
pretty
Street.
much, yeah, 908.
You weren't on it, but if you want to
Yeah.
take a look anyway. Just get those together. That's for Tag Team Fitness. That was in Shaw's Plaza, next to Modern Barber Shop.
Okay. So, are we initialing this, or what are we doing?
These are just minutes.
Oh, okay.
This is minutes.
Should we initial the minutes or no?
No, we don't need to. But this one here, this was the decision. So, I believe. Yeah. So I'll sign this one. So this was the other decision for 908 High Street, and that's minutes from that.
Okay. This.
Thank you.
Alright, we have a few more minutes for this one. So we took care of the open meeting law complaint response. We took care of approved minutes and decisions. First two, 7 p.m. hearing is done, 7:10 is done, so we have the next one,
This out of your way.
We just gotta wait a couple minutes. I guess we can just jump, any board member concerns, discussion, or comments. I had her put that on the agenda, just if there's anything that needs to be brought to the board's attention, just anything, general stuff.
No.
No? Anything from you, Josh?
No.
Nope. Nope.
Okay. All right. Was this supposed to be in with the minutes, Virginia?
Who's it on?
It's actually on 830 Main Street. It's from,
That's in, yeah, what is it?
yeah, it's minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, minutes from September 14th.
Yeah.
Is that supposed to be in the minutes folder?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything new from the building department or fire on this? Anything?
No.
No, just the
No.
note for a request of withdrawal.
Right.
Okay.
The only other information I have is that so far he has, there have been no inspections done on, he hasn't asked for any inspections on the permits he's posted.
Well, that's between him and the
No, I know,
building
but that's it,
department.
that was given to me today, that he hasn't, so.
Yep.
So Virginia, is he? Do you know? Did you say is he coming tonight or no?
I called him and said that he needed to be here to do this in person, and he said his lawyer told him he didn't have to,
Okay.
so I don't know.
Okay.
Health is getting up.
All right. 7:30. So 7:30 we have scheduled for Christopher Lyons, case number 21 JL10 for 830 Main Street for a special permit / variance. This was continued from 9/14/21, and the original hearing date was July 20th, 2021. I'll read the original hearing notice into the record. The Hanson Board of Appeals will hold a public hearing on July 20th, 2021 at 7:30 p.m. at Hanson Town Hall Selectmen's Meeting Room under Mass General Law, Chapter 40A, Section 6, on the application of Chris Lyons for a special permit / variance under Town of Hanson zoning bylaws, Section 6C, 6B, and Section 8D3, A through F, and Section 9B2, A through C, to allow for the addition of a 3-bedroom apartment at 830 Main Street, Old Hanson Hobby Shop, changing the property into a 3-family building, map 42, lot 43, Hanson Assessors Map. Property is in a Residence B zone and is pre-existing non-conforming. I don't have any further information in the folder. Mr. Lyons, if you want to speak on the application.
I already sent in a withdrawal on the application.
Okay, yeah, I do have that here. Would you like me to just read this into the record, or would you like to speak on the application?
Yeah, you can read it. I wrote it all out.
Okay. All right, so this is dated 10/14/2021. I, Christopher Lyons, wish to withdraw case number 21 JL10 special permit for 830 Main Street without prejudice. Meeting scheduled for 10/19/21 to be canceled. Christopher Lyons, 30 Loring Boulevard, apartment 417, Plymouth, Mass. This was received on, is that October 13th, I guess? Okay. So just in regards to that, we can't cancel the meeting. The meeting's already posted. It's scheduled. So, we have to be here. We have to hold this.
Yeah,
So
that's what I understand now.
yeah, so we can't just cancel it and go home. We have to sit here, and we actually have to sit here until 7:45 for the next one. So just want you to be aware of that. So
I don't miss the Red Sox game.
yeah, so we have a request in front of us to withdraw without prejudice. I don't know if any of the board members have any comments or anything on this, or how they feel about the request. If anyone wants to speak.
Mr. Chairman, my only question is, and maybe Mr. Lyons can answer this. So why are you looking for a withdrawal rather than a decision, Mr. Lyons?
I have the house under agreement.
Okay. But you I'm speaking through our chair, but I guess my only question is that you came in for a 3-family, right? You wouldn't, I think it would be the board's position to render a decision based on the information that we have on this submittal. If they decided to come in with something in the future, I mean, I have, I've looked into it. I have my thoughts on, allowing this as a, 3-family, is it? And I think the board should move to a decision on this tonight rather than allowing the withdrawal, so we can put this to bed.
Okay. Sean, do you have any comments on that?
No.
Josh?
Nope.
Okay. I'm in agreement with Bill. I think this is a hot property in town that has a lot of people's attention, and I think it warrants a decision, to be made on this property. And I don't feel that the request to withdraw without prejudice is really warranted, my opinion. But I guess with that being said, no one else has any questions or concerns. I'll entertain a motion to allow the applicant to withdraw without prejudice the special permit and variance application for 830 Main Street, case number 21 JL10. None? Okay. So I guess there's no motion to allow you to withdraw. Is there any further information that you'd like to give the board that will help us render a decision on this, or would you like us to go to a vote on making a decision?
As far as withdrawing the application, I'm not following you.
It's your right to petition, but you need board approval to withdraw an application.
Oh,
So
I didn't know that.
the board's position is that we're not going to allow the application to be withdrawn, and we're going to render a decision on it. So is there any further information that you would like to provide us or that we don't already have?
Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. It's under agreement, so I don't really care what you say.
Okay. All right. So I'll entertain a motion to approve the special permit / variance for 830 Main Street, allowing it to be turned into a 3-family. I'll entertain a motion for that if someone wants to make one. No? Okay. I'll entertain a motion to deny the variance and special permit application for 830 Main Street to changing it into a 3-family. I'll entertain a motion to deny.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, so moved in second. All in favor to deny the application for special permit variance for 830 Main Street?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. All right. So the application's been denied.
Okay.
And, you know, as we had stated at previous meetings, any issues that you have over there, whether it's, you know, with the wiring, electric, wiring or plumbing, building, that's all got to be handled with, you know, the building department,
Yeah.
those inspectors. It's got nothing to do with this board. So any non-compliance, those are separate issues that you have,
Yeah.
you know, with the property. So I just want to make sure that everyone's clear on that it's not this board. We're not enforcement. We made a decision on the application you put in. That was to deny it. You cannot turn that into a 3-family. And any non-compliance that you have over there existing, that's, you know, between you and the selectmen and the building department.
Right.
Okay?
Yep. Okay.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
night. Thank you.
Thanks.
So the last one is a
7:45, yeah. So then the next hearing, well, the last hearing of the night is,
I'm just gonna go give this guy a call because I'm surprised he's not here.
okay. Could I have the folder on that, Virginia, just so
Yeah, let me
for
just take it
7:45?
first.
So I can take a peek at it. Yeah, so it's 7:45, it's 221 Indian Head Street. It looks like it's a special permit application for an in-law apartment.
Can I just ask a question?
Sure.
Did anyone from the ZBA get like a tour of 830
No,
Street?
no, none of us scheduled a site visit. We didn't feel it was warranted in order to make the decision that we made.
Okay.
So, I mean, it really, that's all we could really view it for is in regards to the application that he put in front of us to convert that to a 3-family.
Yeah.
So, you know,
I was just curious.
yeah, so I mean, I personally didn't feel it was warranted to make a decision on what we had to make a decision on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So if you're looking for further enforcement in regards to building issues, it's the building department that would have to
I've
enforce it.
already, way before your first meeting, I already sat down with
yeah.
him.
Well, from the sounds of it, hopefully, if he has a property owner agreement, maybe it's with someone that will do the right thing over there. I don't know.
Let's see.
But
Yeah, hopefully.
hopefully.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good night.
So this is. So here's some copies, guys, if you want to just kind of look at them. Looks like it's a floor plan layout for this next one. I don't know if they're going to show up or not, but so it's 221 Indian Head Street. Josh, be curious. All right.
So what's this? Inches. Where's my calculator? Let me see here.
It's in inches.
Yeah.
0.4 inches.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing the math.
Maybe they thought you tripped you up. Can't convert inches to feet.
They don't know me.
He's at work. He said he never received any notification.
Okay.
So
All right. So
We're gonna continue it.
I guess we have no other choice. And just to be fair and allow him a continuance, I don't see that as an issue. How do you feel about continuing that hearing?
Yeah, that's fine.
Just it seems like it was a miscommunication and just
Yeah.
not okay. Josh,
Yeah,
you okay
No
with it?
problem with that.
Right.
Mr. Chairman, is there? Actually, Virginia, is there a date that we have available
well,
for?
let's see. We can't do it your night because we already have one. But
So what do we have like
what did I?
end of November? I think
We could do, 'cause that's Thanksgiving and all, we could put them in here. Oh, push
are
'em.
we doing another one on 16th?
No, we weren't. That was the lady that's being done here.
Okay, all right.
But this is, Thanksgiving. I'm gonna be on vacation Thanksgiving.
All right.
Maybe here we could do that. And then I'll go out here.
Yeah, I don't know about that 23rd week.
I mean,
And the next
what,
one is-
what was the submit, Virginia? What was the submittal date of this application? Did he submit it? How long ago did he submit
Yeah, you'd have to look in the folder.
it? So
Well, this is the first.
yeah, I'm just trying to think. So October 19th,
September 2nd?
September 2nd. So
Yeah.
a special permit. Yeah, that's plenty of time.
So I guess we're looking at the next meeting date is
He submitted it actually on September 13th.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
so we're going to be looking at December 7th,
that's fine with me if it works for you guys.
and we have nothing scheduled so far, so we can make it at 7 p.m.
Yep.
All right, so I'll entertain a motion to continue. Well, I guess to table. We didn't even open the
Yeah,
hearing.
want to open it and then continue.
Yeah, we'll do that. So gotta wait 3 minutes, I guess.
Yep.
Until 7:45, 7:42.
December 7th.
But I mean, December, so that would be good. That would give us adequate time to do a full investigation of it, of the property.
Yeah,
Really look into it.
absolutely.
I know Gil has been down there. I don't know, what is the laughing on? What happened?
All right, so we got 1 more minute.
Yep.
So I think that was it for the agenda. So we got the 7 p.m., 7:10. We did the 7:30. We're on 7:45. We approved the decision we had, and we reviewed minutes. Everyone was good with the minutes. So let's see. We took care of that. So yeah, I guess this is all we got left. All right, so it's 7:45.
Yep.
We have 7:45 application for Daniel Gomez, case number 21 OC 17 for 221 Indian Head Street, and it's a special permit for an in-law apartment. I'll read the hearing notice into the record. The Hanson Board of Appeals will hold a public hearing on October 19th, 2021 at 7:45 p.m. at Hanson Town Hall, Meeting Room A, under Mass General Law, Chapter 40A, on the application of Daniel Gomez for a special permit under Town of Hanson zoning bylaws, Section 6B2G and 8D, to allow for an in-law apartment within an existing dwelling at 221 Indian Head Street, Map 47, Lot 5C, Hanson Assessors Map. Property is located in a Residence A zone. So we have a submittal here. We have no applicant present. Virginia had talked to him that there was a miscommunication. He wasn't aware he was on tonight. So if the board is okay with granting a continuance on this, I will entertain a motion to continue this application hearing to December 7th at 7 p.m.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, moved in second. All in favor to allow for a continuance?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. And Josh, you in favor of that as well?
I am.
Okay. All right. So that's continued, Virginia.
Okay.
And I guess the only thing we have left to do is I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All right. Moved in second. All in favor to adjourn?
Aye.
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 Josh? Aye. Okay. All right. Meeting adjourned at 7:46.